you have access to a free app called HBO Go. HBO Go releases stuff on the East Coast time, right, within a few minutes. So you can go ahead and stream it. You know, if you have like the Fire Stick, or if you have Roku
or a smart TV,
you can just download if it's not already downloaded for you, the HBO Go app. Okay, you go in there, you sign up for it, and then you will have access to the Game of Thrones at 6 p.m. West Coast time. Okay. So that's a little free hack. Also, if you're like, well, Dino, what if I don't have cable? Then what? I'm just asked out. Well, no, you're not. You're not just asked out. What you can do is you can go and sign up for HBO Now, right? Which is almost identical to HBO Go from what I understand. The only difference is HBO Now is for those people who don't already have a paid subscription.
Exactly.
And you're only paying for
just the HBO.
Just the HBO, right? And it's the same price as it is to add HBO. I just recently did it because I'm like, I generally, swim. Somebody I who's not me usually watches it a couple of days later and just does it on the DL. But with this being the last season and not wanting to worry about spoilers and all that kind of stuff, and just having to wait for 2 years, I didn't want to wait any longer.
Right.
So I just went ahead and for $15 for 2 months. That's only $30. To me, it was worth it to go ahead and get it for those 2 months.
Yeah.
You can take that same $15 and and subscribe to HBO Now online. $15, and that will give you access to Game of Thrones wherever you are, and you will have access to it as soon as it drops at the 6 o'clock time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So 6 o'clock Western time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So there you go. So those are the little tips and tricks and hacks or whatever, or how you can legally stream Game of Thrones and get it earlier, so you don't have to worry about the spoilers and all that kind of stuff.
And not downloading any viruses.
Right, exactly. And don't be a spoiler. If you watch Game of Thrones, whatever, don't be a spoiler. Don't wait for people to watch it. Give them some time, whatever. Don't post in private and in groups and stuff where people have seen it and different things like that. Or
everybody wants to be the first one.
Don't post them. Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know.
I think also people want to share with others. Like if you're watching something alone in your house, it gives you a community.
Oh, that's true.
Well, then create a little room. It's easy to do. If you're on Facebook, the same place where you posting it and spoiling it for people, you can do it in private.
I haven't watched the Oscars the last 2 years, but I used to love to live tweet the Oscars. But those are on the same time here as they are on the East Coast.
Yeah. Okay. So up in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Blame Canada.
South Park. That's great. That's a great reference right there. There's a mama who had to go to work on this cougar that snatched up her 7-year-old.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Mama bear.
Yeah, so exactly. So we got a clip. I'm going to go ahead and play the clip.
Who wrestled her 7-year-old son free from the jaws of a cougar using her bare hands. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. Mama bear versus cougar. We always say moms have superhero powers, doing all that they do, and this story is proof of that. A little boy attacked by a cougar, his mom jumping in, saving his life. 7-year-old Zach Bromley is lucky to be alive this morning.
I heard the metal fence, the barrier to the property. It was bang, bang, bang.
The terrifying noise, a cougar like this one, attacking her son in their backyard.
I turn the corner and I see this animal on my child. And at first I didn't even know what it was.
His mom, Chelsea Lockhart, jumped into action, fighting the big cat.
Mom instinct, right? I just leaped on it and I tried to pry its mouth open. And obviously I'm human, so, I knew that in my own power and in my own strength, I wasn't going to be able to pry its mouth open.
Mom, a petite woman, without even thinking twice about it, wrestling that hungry cougar. Lockhart crediting her faith with saving her son's life.
And I'm just crying out to the Lord, just this really deep from the depths of the inside of me. And 3 sentences into me praying, it released and it ran away.
Wildlife experts say these types of attacks are extremely rare, but this isn't the first time a big cat has attacked. About 2 months ago in Colorado, Travis Kaufman, on a jog through the woods, found himself facing off with a young lion, forced to fight it off with his bare hands.
My fear response turned into more of a fight response because I realized how close it was getting to my eyes.
As for Zach, while the attack was scary, it could have been a lot worse if not for his mother's quick response and a thick hoodie he was wearing that helped protect his neck.
I'm so grateful for him to be alive.
And Zach is already out of the hospital. He's at grandma's recovering. His mom said he had to get some stitches, but otherwise, shockingly, her little boy's okay.
I know. I love how she said 3 sentences to her prayer.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Remind us.
Let's see. Well, where to start? Well, no shade, but she wasn't a petite woman.
That is all shade.
Oh my God.
That was all shade.
No,
I wish I had that RuPaul sound.
She was thick. She was thick. She's short, but she ain't petite.
Dino! I was not expecting you to say that.
I know. That's why I said it. But there's a couple things here. Now, this is why, again, people, that same instinct that this mother had, where she went and she was willing to fight to the death for her child. All the animals have this. Yeah. All the animals have this. That is why when you're out and you're in the wild and you see an animal that's not a dog or a cat,
right?
Leave it alone.
Yes.
Leave it alone. Unless you're a professional, like a botanist, not botanist, biologist or whatever. Unless you know about animals, unless you're a professional and know about animals, and you can actually help it or whatever if it needs help or something like that. But leave it alone, because chances are mama is not far around, and you go messing with her baby, she gonna come at you just like this woman came at that cougar.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be a wild animal, and I don't care what kind it is, it's gonna have an advantage over you.
Yeah.
And that's how, that's just the way it's set up, because, in nature, babies are easy prey. So the other animals come after them. And that's why the mama has that instinct, so that she can protect her baby. And it's, it's all survival of the fittest.
Babies are more tender, too.
But they are. Yeah, they
are they? Are they, Pip?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
But the boy, he was 7. He wasn't a baby, right? He was
small enough.
He's small enough. I mean, for a cougar, that's the size of. They take down bigger animals than a 7-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. And
that's wow. That's scary.
So, yeah, you don't want to don't mess with animals in the wild.
No, you don't. But if a cougar happens to grab you or your child, you just say a prayer and it'll just let it go.
Kicking the shit out of
No, she was fighting. She wasn't just saying a prayer. She was fighting and praying, fighting and praying.
Jaws,
right, trying to pry it open.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, using that mama bear strength.
Oh my God.
Superhero.
Fuck out that.
Yeah.
That's my advantage. My legs. I would kick. I'd be kicking that motherfucker.
Kicking the shit out that cougar.
Get off my child. Get off my child.
Let him go.
Yeah, man.
Scary out for you. Do you fight for your life? Things change when you see somebody trying to hurt your child.
I would have done that.
Or somebody close to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that was Jason, I'd be like, get off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I'd even do it for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll do it for you too. That
for
man that was in the bar.
For somebody else, I'd be like, try to see if you can turn your back this way.
Somebody else I'd have been like, Lord,
play dead. Play dead. That's be like, your best bet. Play dead.
Lord Heavenly Father,
I'm gonna go down the street and call somebody.
Lord Heavenly Father, if you can hear me, release the jaws of this beast.
Okay. Not today, Satan.
Not today. I don't know what else to do for you.
Okay. So another animal news.
Animals is going crazy. Is it because we're getting close to that black hole thing?
No, it's because we live amongst them.
Oh. Oh, that makes more sense.
So 4 bees were found living in a lady's left eye.
Living
in a lady's left eye. Not just living in her left eye, living off of her tears.
Oh, no.
So surviving.
Yes.
In her eyes.
Feeding off of her tears.
I have so many questions.
Okay, well, I will play the video, and let's see if we can get some of these questions answered for you.
A Taiwanese woman went to the doctor complaining of eye pain and shocked the medical staff with what they Bees. 4 of them were living in one of her eyes. The 28-year-old patient, known as Miss He, said she felt stinging pain in one of her eyes after a gust of wind blew what she assumed was dirt into her face. When a doctor took a closer look, he found 4 sweat bees on the inside of her eye. It's the first case of its kind in the country. Dr. Hong Chi Ting, who treated Miss He, says this type of bee doesn't attack humans, but does try to drink their sweat and tears, which contain protein.
买麻药之后，一只一只把它抽出来之后，发现竟然有4只，那每只的大小大约是大概0.3到0.4公分。
Despite her discomfort, the doctor says Miss He was smart not to rub her eyes. She was afraid to rip one of her contact lenses, but he says rubbing could have caused the bees to secrete venom, which could have blinded her. Instead, he says the bees were successfully removed and her symptoms quickly started to clear up. Miss He is on her way to a full recovery. As for the bees, they're still alive and were sent to an organization to be studied. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara Montalbano.
Leave it to Inside Edition to put that crazy soundtrack on.
Can I say, the most amazing part is that they took the bees out alive.
Right? Yeah, now they're studying them somewhere.
Oh my gosh! These are little bees. These aren't like bumblebees. These are some different type of. These are different type of.
They're called sweat bees.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I was like, how the hell she didn't know she had a bumblebee in her eye?
She just thought dust flew in her eye.
Yeah, they're little. They're little bees. They're not regular bees.
No, they're not.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Tasty.
They eat her protein
and your tears and stuff.
And she didn't rub her eye because she didn't want to fuck up her contacts. Kind of shit. Well, that was the least shit. Thank God for Jesus, because I would have rubbed my shit. Fuck that, contact or not. I would have just took the contact out. Well, I wonder why she didn't think it was the contact messing with her eye.
She said she tried to wash her eyes out.
Yeah, she did.
And it didn't work.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, her eyes were so swollen and everything. So.
Oh, my God. The bees.
Turns out she did the
right
best possible thing.
Yeah.
Going to the doctor and letting him handle it.
There's no way you could prepare for this.
No.
There's no way you can prepare for this.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
They don't even teach. This don't teach us in school. They don't teach us in health class.
No, I didn't even know a sweat bee existed till just now.
No, me either. And little tiny ass.
Even people that know about sweat bees don't probably know this.
Right? That they gonna fly inside your eyeball when they get the
4
chance.
of them. Are these indigenous to Taiwan? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
I hope so.
Google.
Well, I am, but I mean later, not right now. I'm going to do a lot of Googling about these fucking bees. And I'm also going to go to my doctor and get some orifices checked.
So, we haven't checked in with y'all's favorite state in a couple of shows.
I've been so scared to.
So, Florida's Good Samaritan shot dead after picking up tabs at a Waffle House.
You see what I'm saying?
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
You see what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy is my cousin, my big cousin, shout out to my cousin Worley. She called me the other day just checking in with like all the, because I guess from where she was watching on the news, it looked like it was kind of crazy. But she knows where I live and everything with the whole Nipsey thing. So she was just checking in to see, how we were. I was like, oh, we're fine. It's an annoyance, but there's nothing, there's nothing jumping off. There's no violence or anything like that. It's just a lot of people
all the time.
And it's very annoying and the helicopters, whatever, but there's no issues. There's no violence jumping off or anything like that. So anyway, I was out checking in with her. It's been a while since I talked to her, and I'm like, last time I talked to you was in Detroit. You still in Detroit? She's like, no. She's like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you yet. She's like, oh, I am loving my new place, my new city, and da-da-da. And she just goes on and on and on and on. And I'm like, where are you? She's like, Florida.
Oh, God.
I was like, what? I'm like, on my show, all we do is talk about how all this fuckery goes on in Florida. Like, it's just, she's like, I don't know.
Did you warn her?
I don't know what to tell you. She said, no, she's been there. She's been there for a while.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, she said it's L.A. with a reasonable cost of living. She's like, it's so cheap down here. She's like, I'm right by the beach. You can buy houses right by the beach and da-da-da-da and this and that. And she's like, it's great. I'm telling all my friends and family, like, put this on your list of places to consider when you retire. She's like, the old people known about it for years, whatever. But she's like, it's not just old people down here.
Oh, so she in South Florida.
She said, I don't know. She said
that's what I was going to ask.
She said it's not just, I think she said near Daytona, near Daytona, wherever that is.
Okay.
So she said, She said there's a lot of young people down here now. She said it's not just old people. She
Daytona
said
South.
They found out about it. They're down here, and she said it's great. She said